If you're anything like me, like learning anatomy through sports injuries, this episode 66. JALEEL, October 29th, 2023. This is at a Nitro Circus event. JALEEL is a rapper, but we're going to take a look at this. So he's taking a big wheel down a 40-foot ramp, and that's obviously not good if you are JALEEL. He takes a hard fall. Another angle of it here from an audience member, and the big wheel actually snapped in half. So we are, of course, going to break it down. So in this moment, he's already offline. He's already heading towards the right. And in the next frame, basically, he's off the edge of the ramp. He tries to land on his feet extended, but then the big wheel's in the way, so they crumble. And then he tries to extend his arms and break his fall, which then his chest hits the ground and head hits the ground, and he gets knocked out. So that is not good if you are JALEEL. So let's talk about a little bit of what could have happened. So the big one, handlebar injuries. All right, this a lot of times happens in adolescents and children. Basically, it's when the handlebar goes into your abdomen or chest, and it causes a blunt trauma. Okay, so this is a little diagram showing handlebars. These little black things are handlebars, and your liver, pancreas, spleen, and abdomen. And then the next one, landing on extended legs. A lot of the times, especially in traditional sports, could lead to fractures, ACL injuries, or dislocations. Foosh injury is a fall on outstretched hand. That's what foosh stands for. And most of the time results in a fractured distal radius, okay? And then it displaces posteriorly, causing a Colles fracture or a dinner fork deformity. And that's what this is here, a Colles fracture or a Foosh injury. And then his head bouncing off the floor, okay? Probably the most dangerous of these. Good thing he was wearing a helmet because his head did like rebound off of the floor, but he is wearing this blue Nitro Circus helmet. I think that helped a lot here. With Nyjah Huston, we've talked about this before. Nyjah wasn't wearing a helmet, and he lucked out and didn't have severe brain damage, but he did have a big black eye and a bad concussion. Whether or not you think wearing a helmet damages your aura, I think it's a good thing if you are wearing helmets, especially in cases like this. So posturing is involved with damage to the cerebellum, the brainstem, and the basal ganglia. I put decerebrate posturing here, but that's normally like with your arms at your side and wrists flexed. He's just kind of flailed out here, so I think it's just him getting knocked out. I don't think this is any kind of posturing, okay? So what did they do? Well, this is JALEEL after the injury, after he was taken to the hospital. So they transported him to the hospital after stabilizing his head and neck, where he received stitches and he had no other injuries. He got really lucky here, falling off of a 40-foot ramp on a plastic big wheel could probably lead to a lot of injuries, but he lucked out here. Shout out JALEEL. I mean, he is absolutely ripped in the first place, but you see this kind of this scar here, this cut, and then he's got a big cut on his lip as well. But he is all right, still making music, so that is JALEEL.